My neighbor vanished overnight. An officer came back asking how long she'd been documenting me. I need someone to tell me if I crossed a line, because I genuinely cannot tell anymore. I'm 29, I work from home as a freelance video editor. I moved into this townhouse complex about a year ago thinking it would be quiet. Low drama, just me, my laptop, and some peace. Then I met Lydia. She's in her early 50s, also works from home, except somehow her full-time job seemed to be watching everyone else in the building. First week I moved in, she just appeared outside my door. "You're home a lot," she said. "I work from home," I told her. She smiled this slow little smile and went, it must be nice." I didn't think much of it at first, until I noticed she would actually stand on her balcony and watch my place. Phone in hand, just observing. I brushed it off. I figured she would get bored eventually. Then my cousin called me in a full panic. She had a court date she could not miss and needed someone to watch her daughter Mia for a few hours. "Mia's 6 years old, the quietest kid you've ever met." I said yes, obviously. So Mia's sitting on my patio drawing pictures while I work. Completely normal afternoon. Nothing unusual about any of it. Except Lydia was out there again, phone up, pointed directly at us. I waved at her. She didn't move. 3 days later, I got a formal email from property management. Lydia had filed a complaint saying I was running unauthorized commercial activity, bringing in unregistered minors, and creating a safety hazard. I sat there reading it 3 times thinking, what is she actually talking about? I sent them timestamps. My cousin sent a written explanation. They dropped it. But the complaint stays on my record, and suddenly neighbors were looking at me differently. One guy literally pulled me aside and asked, "Hey man, everything okay over there?" Like I was some kind of problem. That's when something shifted in me. Not explosive anger. Just quiet, focused attention. So I started watching back. And Lydia was not the concerned community member she presented herself as. Packages arriving at strange hours. Different people showing up late at night, staying 20 minutes then leaving. Same 2 cars rotating on and off the block. I told myself it was probably nothing, until one night I'm editing with the window open and I hear her on the balcony, clearly on the phone, clearly upset. "You said this stays low profile," she snapped. "I'm not getting dragged into this if something goes wrong." I sat very still after that, and then I did the pettiest, most calculated thing I have ever done in my adult life. I filed a report, suspicious commercial activity. Same exact language she used on me. Timestamps, descriptions, everything I had observed. 2 days later, it wasn't management who showed up, not the HOA, actual authorities. They were there for hours, door open, voices raised, people moving in and out. At one point I heard someone say, "You didn't disclose any of this." The next morning her unit was completely empty. No goodbye, no note, just gone. I thought that was the end of it. Then a few days later, one of the officers knocked on my door. He asked me, "How long has she been documenting your place?" I told him everything. Every time she stood on that balcony, every time the phone was pointed at my patio, all of it. He wrote it down, nodded, and said, "Your report helped connect a few things." I asked what things. He said, "Ongoing investigation," and left. So now I'm sitting in this suddenly very quiet complex, wondering if I defended myself, or if I accidentally pulled a thread that unraveled something I still don't fully understand. Because nobody will tell me what she was actually doing. And honestly, that part scares me more than anything she ever did. She was filming me and my 6-year-old cousin from her balcony, filed a formal complaint to get me in trouble, then disappeared overnight the moment authorities showed up. And I still have no idea what she was actually doing. So tell me, was I right to report her? Or did I just stumble into something I should have stayed completely out of?